Hey, it's Brett here. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. And in this session, what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk about the topic of regrets. Now, yesterday I talked to a very dear friend of mine and we got onto this conversation, and that's why I really wanted to record this for you today. And we were talking about, well, he was actually sharing with me a story where he's just had a very close friend of his pass away. And it's someone who's very close to him, who's helped him and mentored him throughout his life. Now, my friend, he's 51 years old, he's got a family of 4, and he's a very successful businessman. So he runs a very big company, around about a $40 million a year company. So he's got a lot of things going on, as you could imagine. Now, he was talking to me and sharing to me this story about how when he found out his friend was sick, he wanted to go and visit his friend. But some people around, some of the family, etc., said that he's too sick. We don't want people coming in to see him. And my friend sort of just left it at that. He was like, "Oh, okay, well, I'll accept the wishes of the family." But what actually ended up happening was he passed away, and my friend was thinking, he goes, "You know what? I should have done more to actually go and see this person. I should have done more to actually go in, and even if it was just to be there, hold their hand, and thank them, and then just leave." He felt like he would have had a little bit more closure there, but because he accepted what the initial family said at the start, which was they don't want anyone in there, but he had that feeling of regret within inside him, and he was talking to a friend, and another friend of his said to him, he goes, "Look, you didn't get to see him, but I want you to remember that feeling right there. Remember that feeling that you can then now take on with you through the rest of your life." And it's that feeling of, man, I missed out on this opportunity, I missed out on something. And when we say, so you can take it with you through the rest of your life, we're not saying that you need to hold on to regret, but you need to remember those moments of where you've done something or you haven't done something, and it's made you feel like you've lost something, or you're never going to get that opportunity again. Now with me, just over 12 months ago, I had a really dear friend of mine pass away, and I was really lucky in the sense that I had a very intuitive feel. My friend, she's 31, she's going through cancer, and she had just been released from hospital after her last treatment, and she was able to go home. And I rang up my friend, her husband, and I said, "Look, I'm thinking about coming over for a holiday. I'll just come and see her and hang out with you guys." And he goes, "Yeah, cool, a couple of weeks is fine." Got off the phone and I just had this really big intuitive feel, and it was the feeling that I needed to get over there as soon as I possibly could. So I was like, okay, hopped back on the phone and said, "Mate, I'm going to come over next week," which was literally 3 days away, and got on the internet, booked my ticket, and I was there. And I arrived to their house on a Wednesday morning, and 3 hours later my friend passed away. And I say I'm really lucky because I was really lucky because I got to spend those last 3 hours with her and be by her side, and also to be able to say my goodbyes, and I know there's a lot of people and a lot of other friends and so forth that regret that. They wish they had have taken that action, or they wish they had have done something else. And this video is not about trying to dwell on our past and look at all the things that we've stuffed up and let's poke holes at ourselves. I'm not about that. This message that I want to deliver to you right now, right here, is that what are you doing to help yourself avoid regrets moving forward? Okay, so if someone dearly close to you passed away tomorrow, would you have any regrets by not reaching out to them and contacting them and just saying hello and just having that connection? Would you? My father passed away when I was 20 years old, and I actually hadn't seen my father since I was 4 years old, so my parents split. And I have some regrets there where I've got questions. I've got questions I really wanted to ask him, but again, I missed out on that opportunity. But I want you to be able to think about. Now, I'm sure everyone's got their own story. Everyone's got something that they've done in life or they haven't done in life that they're like, "Oh, I knew I should have taken that opportunity. When I got that job opportunity, I knew I should have went for it. I just wasn't sure. I just didn't feel right." And I want to share with you why most people end up getting to a stage of regret. It's because they don't allow themselves enough time to think about the actual things that are going on in their life. Now, if you know anything about me, I am very scrupulous at trying to organize and plan my life, and not down to every minute, not at all. I like the freedom around there, but I like to know what's going on. I like to know how my relationships are going. I like to know my level of health. I go get blood tests, I go check my levels. I want to know these things so I can do something about it if I need to. So what are you currently doing? What's currently happening in your life that if you stop and allow yourself some time just to think about it? And in the 10X Achievement Academy, we have this exercise called the Web of Achievement, and we go through a whole heap of different areas that make up your life, and we go, how are you doing in them? How is that all going? How are your relationships? How's your finances? Are you following your dreams? Are you following your dreams? I said when my friend passed away, I was on the airplane on the way home, traveling home, and I said to myself, you know what? Life is too short to not be living my dreams. Right? Life is too short. Life is too short for you to not be living the thing that you want to be doing in this world. If you're stuck in a job right now, or you've started a business that you don't like, get out of it. Right? Get out of it. If I can impart anything onto you, it's that. It's chase your dreams and just never give up on them. And I know that sounds quite cliche, and just never give up, Brett. I get it. But the thing is you need to constantly just stop and allow yourself some time to assess where you're at. Assess where you're at, because if you can do that, if you can start assessing where you're at and you go, well, geez, I haven't called my mother in 6 weeks, I'd better call her. If that's the reality for you, I can assure you, if in 3 days, 5 days, your mother passed away and you hadn't talked to her in 6 weeks, you'd probably regret not calling her, because you may have thought about doing it on Saturday, but you're too busy doing something else, and you're like, oh, I'll call her on Monday. Right, don't do that. When you have these feelings, when you have these things pop up, just take action on it immediately. Just go, you know what? It's not hard. I'm going to pull out my phone. Hello. And again, this is not just about relationship. This is about regrets in all areas. I was in an apprenticeship I stuck at the job. I left high school at 17, and I was in this particular job as a cabinet maker for about 5.5 years. I remember after day one, I didn't want to do it anymore, but I stuck at it. Could I look back and go, I regret not leaving earlier? I could, of course I could. But this video, this training is not about looking back at what we've done and what we regret, okay? Because that is in the past. And yes, we can learn from our mistakes and we can learn from those things. But what I'm challenging you to do right now is I'm challenging you to look at right now. Right now, what is happening in your life today as of watching this, when you hang up this video, what pops into your mind that you know you need to go and do, or you've been putting off for some time, that if you continue to put it off, in a month, 2 months, 6 months, 5 years, you're going to look back and regret it. I want you to be a step forward. I want you to be a step ahead of yourself. Okay? So do that. Give yourself that honor to be able to go there and discover what is coming forward and what is going to be happening in your life moving forward. Because at the end of the day, like I said, is you want to make the most of this opportunity. So I really hope this short video served you. Until next time, I want you to go out there, live with intention, love with passion, and never give up on your dreams.